Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Beheaters franchise here in year number 3. Last time out, we got crushed by the Jacks, who put together a lineup consisting of mostly a bunch of misfit toys, who probably shouldn't be starting, and beat the hell out of us 16-4. That just shows you how bad we are comparatively to other teams. With that, we'll move on to our second game of 3 here on the road. It's our first matchup against the defending champions from last season's, the Platypi, who are not having as good of a year as we are. They're underperforming expectations. They come in at 2-6. We come in at 1-7. They are a game ahead of us here in the division, but they are underperforming severely compared to expectations of trying to repeat from last season. Looking at their team, they look pretty good. They got great defense, great contact, a good bullpen, only average power and starting rotation though, and I don't know if that's what's holding them back, but whatever it is, it's making them lose a lot of games. We're on the mound, left-hander Vern Turnburner, 0-1 with a 3.46 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP. Our ace will make his third start of the year. Same for their ace, Ace Von Asen, who beat us last year. He's 1-1 with a 3.27 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. Lineup for today's game, leading off at behind the dish, Hank Hart. Batting second at third base, Jesus Gould. Batting third and second base, Caleb Golden. Batting fourth over at first base, Mash Taters. Batting fifth out in left, Buster Biggs. Batting sixth back in the lineup, shortstop Jamie Pollard. Batting seventh, locked in center field, is Nolan Lawson. Batting eighth out in right field is Dax Jarvis. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Turnburner. Let's get it on. Alright, let's see if we can win one in a row. Yeah, we've lost, I think, 2 games in a row now. And that last one, that was just embarrassing. I can't believe we lost to that team. That is the worst lineup I've ever seen assembled. Outside of Slapper Glute, Juice Jackson, Razzie Dazzler, and I don't know who the fourth person is, but there were only 4 players on that team that should have been starting. Tarzan Woodburn at first shouldn't have been starting. Their catcher shouldn't have been starting, Lars Stagcleve. Second base was Landon Fair. He shouldn't be starting. It's like I could go around the horn. Yeah, it's like, Jesus, they should not have had all those starters. Alrighty, Hart, Gould, and Golden ready to go. Hank Hart leading off, hitting 269. 2 RBIs on the year for the catcher. He'll face Ace Von Asen, who's 1-1 on the year. He's got a 3.27 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. 4 earned runs given up in his 2 starts, totaling only 11 innings. 9 hits surrendered, a homer, 3 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Batting average against 225 on the year for the ace. He got the win the last time he pitched. I remember the first time he pitched, they took the loss. Here we go. 2-seam up and in, strike called, we're underway. Change up at the knees, 0-2. Ace Von Asen already ahead. Blooper out the left center off the end of the bat as Hank Hart dumps that fastball on the left center. That is a base hit for the leadoff man. And we got the first man on. Here's third baseman today, Jesus Gould, who's normally at shortstop. However's lefty active here, hitting 258 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Curveball at the knees. Gould goes with the first pitch to right field, but he got under it. Back for it is Whitaker. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Next up is Caleb Golden, the second baseman, batting .333 on the year with 3 RBIs. Bit of a slow start here for Caleb. Fastball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater away, misses, 1-1. Heater in there at the knees, 1-2. Slider at the knees, Golden waits for it, lines to center, but it's right at Dangerfield, who makes the catch, 2 down. He's also playing hurt today, I would like to point that out. 2 down, and that'll bring up first baseman Mash Taters, hitting .389 with a homer, 3 RBIs on the year. Slider and curveball inside, misses from Von Asen, 1-0. Change up outside from AVA, 2-0 the count. Slider at the knees, Taters goes with it, drives it to left, but he got it off the end of the bat. Right there for it is Studwick, and that will end the inning. Bottom 1 it is scoreless. Sandbrick, Whitaker, and Often due up here for the Platypi in the bottom of the first. Leading off is first baseman Scooter Sandbrick, batting 100 on the year in his 3rd season with the Platypi. Be the first batter to face Vern Turnburner. Turnburner took the no decision last time out. He's 0-1. He's got a 3.46 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP. 5 earned runs given up in 2 starts, totaling 13 innings, averaging just over 6 innings a start. 13 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 7 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Batting average against .260 on the year for Vern. Lineup for the Platypi after Sandbrick, it is right fielder Leonidas Whitaker in his second year. With the Platypi batting third, catcher Jacques Often comes over from the Buzzards. Batting fourth, on fire left fielder Muffin Studwick. Batting fifth, third baseman Trisha Lee, who comes over from the Crocodile. She is locked in, playing for the injured Beefcake McStevens. Batting sixth at second base today is Pepe Vinicio, starting for Kitty Kaufman. Batting seventh at shortstop is backup third baseman Bobby Bash. He is tense, starting for the second-year player Keegan Everett, who is rattled. Batting eighth, injured out in center field, is Churl Dangerfield. He's also tense. He's playing because they don't have another center fielder. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Ace Von Asen. Fastball up, fouled off, 0-1. So that explains a lot of their star player, Beefcake McStevens, is hurt. Slider low, 1-1. They also don't have a lot of outfield depth for center field. Change up inside, driven by Sandbrick. Well, you don't need that if your guys are going to hit bombs. That is gone. 3 pitches into the game, and Scooter Sandbrick has his first homer of the year. And the Platypi are out to the 1-0 lead. Next up, right fielder Leonidas Whitaker, hitting .267 with a homer, 4 RBIs on the year. Fastball down in the way, outside, ball 1. Change it down in the way. That's grounded hard at the middle. Base hit for Whitaker in the right center, as that's a single. Runner at first, 1 down, and that'll bring up the 3-hitter, catcher Jacques Often. Jacques Often hitting .238 with a homer and an RBI. Got to really put on that French accent. Two-seamer way line in the hole to short, diving his Pollard to knock it down, but it'll get by him. Infield single for Often. 2 on, none down for Studwick, who's on fire with RBI man, hitting .469 with a homer and 7 RBIs. His turn burner's already tense. 3 batters into the game. Overjoyed. Screwball down, low, ball 1. Just missed the knees. Four-seamer down in the way, fouled back by Studwick, 1-1. Slider down, ripped hard and foul, 1-2 the count. Two-seamer up and in. Blooper to right field, shallow. Jarvis coming on. Gets there to make the catch, 1 down. Runners hold. Next up, third baseman Trisha Lee. She's locked in, hitting .533 on the year with 3 RBIs, coming off the bench for the injured Beefcake McStevens. Heater up. Strike called at the letters, 0-1. Change up away. That's outside, 1-1 the count. Slider down in the way. Chased it in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Good pitch from Turnburner. Using your middle in. Chased and fouled off. That'll get out of play on the right side, as Jarvis has no chance to run that down. Screwball up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch out for Turnburner. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up second baseman Pepe Vinicio, who also has RBI man active. Hitless on the year. He's starting for the normal second baseman Kitty Kaufman, who is tense. Slider down in the way, grounded in a hole to short. Pollard over on the backhand, picks it up and fires in time to first to get Vinicio, and that ends the inning. But the Platypi do get 1 in on the leadoff homer by Scooter Sandbrick, his first of the year. 1-0 to the second. Biggs, Pollard, and Lawson do it for the Heaters. Buster Biggs leading off, left fielder hitting .486, 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Curveball away outside, 1-1. Curveball check swing down, good take, 2-1. Sliders inside to Biggs, 3-1. Fastball up and in, I think he chased it as he pops it up to short. Back on the grass in left center is Bash, he'll make the catch, 1 down. Next up is shortstop Jamie Pollard, hitting .233 on the year with a homer, 1 RBI. Back in the lineup today, fastball at the knees, 0-1. Pinch hit last game. Change away, 0-2. And he swings through a fastball at the letters. First punch out for Von Asen. 2 down, and that'll bring up rookie center fielder Nolan Lawson. He is locked in, hitting .409 with an RBI on the year. Change inside, misses, ball 1. Slider middle in, Britt hard on the ground, 1 hopper to Sandbrick. He'll pick it cleanly and take it himself to the bag, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2, it's still 1-0 Platypi. Bash, Dangerfield, and Von Asen do up. Bobby Bash leading off. Third base shortstop is tense today, hitting .263 with 3 RBIs. In for the rattled Keegan Everett. That fastball's out there on the outside edge, 0-1. Screwball down and in is low, 1-1. Two-seamer down in the way, fouled off by Bash, 1-2 the count. Change up and in, popped up by Bash, right center. Lawson going over. Makes the catch for the first out. Next up, center fielder Cheryl Dangerfield, who is playing injured, and he's also tense because they don't have another center fielder on the roster. 0.77 average on the year for Dangerfield. Former Nemesis player. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. First year here with the Platypi in the series. Slider outside, 1-1. Two-seamer middle in, hard rip up the middle, past the diving Golden into right center, base hit for Dangerfield. They'll be on with one down. Now to bring up Von Asen, who's locked in, hitting 200 on the season, 1 for 5. Two-seamer at the knees, bunt shown, pulled back, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up, bunt is popped up. Hart lays out, and he dropped it. Fires to first, and it's an infield single now. 2 on, 1 down. Here's Sandbrick with RBI dud. He's already homered today, though. He's 1 for 1. Slider away on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Receiver middle in, check swing inside, 1-1. Screwball up, swung through it at the letters, 1-2 the count. Two-seamer away, outside, 2-2, good take. Change it down and in. Strike 3 called on the check swing, second punch out for turn burner, 2 down. Next up, Whitaker, he singled his first time up and was stranded on the base paths at third, or second. 1 for 1 today. Receiver down in the way, low and outside, ball 1. Slider down and in, check swing inside, 2-0. Two-seamer middle away, that's ripped by Whitaker to right center. Jarvis going over, makes the catch on the liner, and that will end the inning as we strand 2 more to the third. It's 1-0 still for the Platypi. Jarvis, Turnburner, and Hart due up for the Heaters. 8-9-1. Jarvis leading off, right fielder hitting .259 on the year with 3 RBIs, facing the now locked in Von Asen. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up, fouled off, 0-2. Slider away, Jarvis goes with it, dumps it into left field. That is a base hit. Jarvis 1 for 1 today, so he'll start the game inning with the single here in the third. And that'll bring up the pitcher Turnburner, who's showing bunt. And that was in the dirt. I should have let it go. 0-1. Fastball down, bunted foul, 0-2. Pick off to first, Jarvis back safely. Bunt down, fouled off, strike 3. Second punch out for Von Asen. Turnburner fails to bunt. Next up, Hank Hart, 1 for 1 with the single. Change away, strike called, 0-1. Hart singled his first time up. Fastball down and in is skied to right center. Going over for it is Whitaker. He'll be called off by Dangerfield, who makes the catch. 2 down. Runner still at first for Jesus Gould, who's over 1 today with a fly pop out. Or flew out. He flew out to right field, that's right. Heater away misses, ball 1. Curveball inside, turned on by Gould, ripped down the line into the left field corner. That'll be extra bases for him. Coming to third is Jarvis. He's going to be sent. Here's the relay throw from Bash. It is late. It is an RBI double for Gould. We are tied at 1 as Jarvis uses his speed to beat the relay throw. Next up, Caleb Golden, 0 for 1 today, intense. Popped out his first time up. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, 0-2. Fastball up, chopped at the middle, diving his Bash to cut it off behind the bag. He'll fire to first, in time to get Golden, and that will end the inning. But the Heaters tied up on a 2-out double by Gould. 1-1 the score to the bottom of the third. Harder lineup coming up for the Platypi here. Often, Studwick, and Lee. Often leading off, 1 for 1 with a single. Often. Two-seamer low and away, ball 1. Slider down and in, strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer up, high, 2-1. Change up down and away, low, 3-1. Screwball away. Driven by Often. Out of play. Full count still. Forcing me down in the way. Low ball 4. First walk today for Turnburner as he'll reach. Jock on to lead off the inning, and that'll bring up Studwick 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Still on fire, though. No RBI man this time, though. Change up away in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Bad jumps active at first base for Often. And he's running on the hit and run anyway. Over the diving Taters. Foul ball. 1-1. Push him up and in. Another hit and run was active. Throw down by Hart. In time to get Often. He is down. Thanks to the bad jump straight and the missed swing by Studwick. Jock's first attempt to steal this year. He's 0 for 1 now. 1-2 the count here to Studwick as he's behind the 8 ball. Slider down. Grounded up the middle. Base hit as he'll keep his hot hitting alive at least. Single to center for Studwick. He's 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Trisha Lee. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Or she struck out. That's right, she struck out. Slider inside on the first pitch. Misses. Ball 1. Four-seamer down and in. Swung through it. 1-1. Two-seamer up. Fouled back. 1-2. Screwball away. Chased it outside. Strike 3. Third punch out for Turnburner. 2 down, and that'll bring up Benicio 0 for 1. Fastball inside. Misses. Ball 1. Slider down in the way is low. 2-0. Change it down at the knees. Strike called. 2-1. Benicio grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Two-seamer inside. Misses. 3-1. Screwball away. Outside. Ball 4. Second walk for Turnburner today. 2 on. 2 down for Bash. He's 0 for 1 today. Blew out his first time up. Fastball away. Misses. Ball 1. Rider down, line to center, left in, Lawson down in for it, gets it on a hop, gets it in quickly. Throw coming to the plate is late. RBI single for Bash. It is 2-1 Platypi. Next up Dangerfield, 1 for 1 with a single. Slider in there, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer up, line to third, right at Gould will make the catch, and that will end the inning. To the fourth, it's still 2-1. Taters, Biggs, and Pollard due up here for the Heaters in the fourth. Trying to get back on the board. Taters leading off 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left field his first time up. Slider, curveball inside, misses. Ball 1. Fastball down in the way, in there at the knees. 1-1. Heater in there at the letters. 1-2. Fastball up, grounded to third. Diving his leader or left to make the stop. She'll fire to first. 1 down. Nice play. Von Asen locked in again. That'll bring up Buster Biggs. 0 for 1 today. Slider inside. In there on the letters. 0-1. Heater high. Misses. 1-1. Fastball down in the way. Grounded to third. Backhanded by Lee. She'll fire to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Pollard. 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time up. Curveball away, grounded to second right at Benicio, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Von Asen as he is through the fourth without issue. Bottom 4, it's still 2-1. We have Von Asen leading off, followed by Sandbrick and Whitaker. Von Asen got an infield single his first time up on a bunt attempt. He's 1 for 1 and locked in here. Screwball down and in, way inside, 1-0. Two-seamer inside, misses, 2-0. Fastball away. Von Asen swings through it late. 2-1. Change it down. Fouled off. 2-2. Seamer up and away. Line to first. Right at Taters. He'll make the catch. 1 down. Next up is Sandbrick. 1 for 2 at the homer. It's also flown out. Slider up and down on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Change up away. Grounded up the middle. Golden dives on the high hopper behind the bag. Makes the stop. Fires to first. Just late. Infield single for Sandbrick, who hustles to beat it out. He's 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Whitaker. 1 for 2 with the single today. Flew out last time up. Fastball down and in. Down and away. Strike called. 0-1. Screwball inside. Too far in. Misses. 1-1. Change it down. Chop behind the plate. 1-2 the count to Whitaker. Slider away. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Four-seamer up. High. 2-2. Good take. Two-seamer down and away. Strike 3. Called at the knees. Fourth punch up. Return burner. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Often. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk last time up. And then he was caught stealing on a failed hit and run. Slider inside. Misses. Ball 1. Four-seamer middle in. Strike called. 1-1. Screwball down in the way. Outside. 2-1. Two-seamer down in the way. Low. 3-1. Four-seamer down at the knees. Fouled back. Full count. Runner will go with the pitch here. Slider up and in. Inside ball 4. Third walk for turn burner. That keeps the inning alive for Muffin Studwig, who's 1 for 2 with a single and RBI man active. He's also flown out with RBI man active today. Got his single with nobody on base. Screwball inside. Fouled off. 0-1. Fastball down in the way. Low. 1-1. Slider at the knees. Bloop to right center. Jarvis going over. Runs it down, and that's going to end the inning as we strand 2 on base. To the 5th, it's 2-1 still. Lawson, Jarvis, and Turnburner due up. Bottom of the lineup here for the Heaters. Trying to get a rally started. Lawson leading off 0 for 1 with a ground out to first his first time up. Change up away, misses. Ball 1. Fastball at the knees. Lined 1 hopper to short. Backhanded cleanly by Bash. Throw in time to first. 1 down. Next up, Jarvis. He singled his first time up and scored. He's 1 for 1 today. Change up away. Outside. Ball 1. Fastball up. Lined hard to third. Picked by Lee on a hop. She'll fire to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Turnburner. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging on trying to bunt his first time up. Fastball way chase. Grounded to short. Right at Bash. He'll make the play. 1-2-3 inning for Von Asen here in the 5th. Bottom 5, it's still 2-1. Lee, Vinicio, and Bash due up here for the Platypi. There's Lee, 0 for 2. Fastball away in the first pitch, grounded to third, right at Gould. He'll charge and make the play. 1 down. Vinicio up next. He's 0 for 1 with a walk last time up. He's also grounded out. Change it down and in is low. Ball 1. Four-seamer up, fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer down in the way. Outside. 2-1. Slider up and away. High. 3-1. Screwball inside. Grounded to third. Gould charges. He'll make the play to first again. 2 down. Base is empty for Bash. 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI last time at the plate. He's also flown out. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Swung through it. 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Check swing high and outside. 1-1. Two-seamer low in the dirt. 2-1. Change up and in. Out in front of it is Bash. 2-2 as that fooled him. Screwball down and in. Low. 3-2. Four-seamer up and away. Outside ball 4. Fourth walk today for Turnburner as Bash will reach. He's back to neutral. Now to bring up Dangerfield. 1 for 2 with a single. He's also struck out. Two-seamer up and away. Outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Strike called this time. 1-1. Slider down and in. Low. 2-1. Screwball middle in. Ripped hard to first. Past the diving Taters into right. That's a base hit. First and second now with 2 down as that'll bring up the pitcher slot. Von Asen with the RBI chance. 1 for 2 with a single. His first time at the plate. Change up at the knees on the first pitch. Check swing strike. 0-1. Turnburner approaching the 100 pitch mark here. Two-seamer up and in high. 1-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Ground in the middle. Past. Ooh, good diving by Pollard to save that. He'll fire to first in time to end the inning. Strands 2 runs as Turnburner's through the 5th. He'll be done after 5 as he's up near 100 pitches on the day. To the 6th, it's still 2-1. Platypi, Hart, Gould, and Golden due up. Hank Hart leading off, singled in the first inning, and then flew out last time up. He's 1 for 2. Facing the still locked in Von Asen. Slider down and in, low, ball 1. Screwball down, change up down and in low, 2-0. Change up at the knees, pulled foul by Hart, 2-1. There we go. Fastball up and in, blew it by him, 2-2. Slider up and in, driven by Hart to right center. That is going to hit the gap, and that'll be extra bases for Hart as the catcher's on his way to second already. Whitaker gets it in, but that is a leadoff double for Hank. Next up is third baseman Jesus Gould, 1 for 2 with an RBI double last time up. He's also flown out to right, trying to drive in another run today. Powers lefty still active here against the southpaw Von Asen. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1 as it bounces. Chased that one, I shouldn't have swung at that. Fastball high, 1-1. Fastball up and away, grounded to first, diving a Sandbrick in the hole. Get up and flip to Von Asen in time for the first down, allowing Hart to get to third. Next up is Golden, he's 0 for 2 intense. Grounded out to short his last time up. Infield in, trying to protect the tying run at third. Fastball at the letters, 0-1. Slider down in the way is fouled off by Golden, 0-2 as he's behind in the count here. Fastball away, line to second, over the diving Venicio's glove. RBI single to right center for Golden. We're tied at 2 as Hart walks in from third. Von Asen down to neutral, now to bring up first baseman Mash Taters. He's 0 for 2 today. Trying to keep it going here. Fastball up and in, high, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, pulled foul as Taters chased that outside, 1-1. That one's chased as well outside, 1-2. Slider down, skied off the end of the bat to center. Dangerfield in a couple steps, makes the catch, 2 down. Taters 0 for 3. And that is going to bring up Buster Biggs, who's 0 for 2. Left fielder flew out last time. Grounded out to short last time up. He's also flown out once. Von Asen locked in again. Curveball away, caught the corner outside, 0-1. Change about the knees, out in front of it is Biggs, 0-2. Slider away, knocked down by Von Asen as he'll pick it up and fire to first in time to end the inning. But the Heaters tie the game up on the RBI single there by Caleb Golden. 2-2 to the bottom of the 6th. Sandbrick, Whitaker, and Often do up. Turnburner done after 5 innings. He gives up 9 hits, 4 walks, strikes out 4 with 2 earned runs, 1 of them on a homer. Not a bad outing for Turnburner. I just wish he could have gone 6 to get the quality start. Sandbrick due to lead off here for the 4th time today. 2 for 3. He's homered and singled, driving in one of the 2 Platypi runs. We are going to double switch here for Turnburner, so the pitcher does not have to bat. How am I going to handle that? Well, both Biggs and Taters are not hitting well today, so it wouldn't really matter. We are going to bring in Gemma Yago, as she'll make her debut with the Heaters here. Both of them are hitless today. Golden just driven a run. Gould's driven in a run. Hart's locked in at the top. I guess it has to be Biggs because he was the last one to bat, which I don't like, but it is what it is. Yes, we'll bring in Dale Nail, the outfielder. He's going to play right field, and Jarvis is going to slide over to left there. Alrighty, let's do it. Gemma Yago on the year, no record, a 0 ERA and an 0.75 whip. She's appeared in 2 games for the Sandcats this season, getting a save in 1 of them. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits surrendered with a strikeout. Batting average against 200 on the year for Gemma. Fastball inside on the first pitch, fouled off. 0-1, Sandbrick behind. Cutter up and away, outside, 1-1. Curveball in at the knees, turned on by Sandbrick, fouled off, 1-2. K-man active for Yago here. Cutter up and in, high, 2-2. Fastball up, fouled off, we'll do it again. Curveball down in the way, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Hart picks it and fires the first, 1 down. First punch up for Yago. Next up, Leonidas Whitaker. 1 for 3 with a single. Cutter down in the way, strike called, 0-1. 4-seamer down and in, low and inside, 1-1. Curveball up and away. Skied by Whitaker to center, lost him back a step, he's there. Sky ball's caught, 2 down. Next up, Ulfton, 1 for 1 with a single. He's walked his last 2 times at the plate. Powers right-hander now active for the first time today for Jacques. Curveball down on the first pitch, low in the dirt, ball 1, good take. 4-seamer away, outside, 2-0. Cutter up and in, high, 3-0 as walk prone activates for Yago. 4-seamer down, low, ball 4. First walk for Yago, 3rd today for Often. I'll bring up Studwick, 1 for 3 with a single. Cutter down in the way in the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Curveball down, in the dirt, 1-1. Cutter at the knees. That's lined to right center. Lawson going over. Lays out for it. Cuts it off on a hop. Keeps it in front of him. Studwick will only get a single out of it as Often gets the third. Runners at the corners. 2 down for Lee. 0 for 3 today. Fastball up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and in. Foul back. 0-2. Came in active for Yago. Curveball away. Swung through it. Strike 3. Second punch out for her, and that ends the inning. She strands 2. To the 7th, it's 2-2 still. Pollard, Lawson, and Jarvis 2 up here for the Heaters. 6, 7, and 8. Leading off is Pollard. He's 0 for 2 today. He's also grounded out and struck out. Currently tense. AVA still locked in as that fastball's inside. Ball 1. Change up in there at the knees. 1-1. Fastball away. Lined by Pollard to right field. Past both diving infielders. First hit today for Jamie. He's 1 for 3. Leadoff man on, and that'll bring up rookie Nolan Lawson. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. Change up away. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Slider down. Chopper back to the mound. Von Ace into second 1. Bash to first. Double play. Base runners are erased. Next up is Jarvis. 1 for 2 with a single. He's also grounded out to third. Heater low. Ball 1. He's also scored a run today. Fastball up and in is chased and popped up to short. Just an easy catch for Bash. And that ends the inning without issue for Von Asen. Bottom 7, we're tied at 2. Vinicio, Bash, and Dangerfield due up against Iago, entering her second inning. Here's Vinicio 0 for 2 with a walk, and he'll be pinch hit for by injured Beefcake McStevens. Hitting .292 with 1 homer, 1 RBI. First pitch curveball down and away. Lined at the middle, base hit for McStevens as he'll get a hit. He'll be on at first with none down. That'll bring up Bobby Bash, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. He walked last time up. He's also flown out once. Forcing down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down. In the dirt. 1-1. Cutter down and away. Bash lines it foul out of play. 1-2. Came in active for Yago here. Four-seamer up and in. Popped up right center. Shallow. Lawson coming on. He's there. And he catches the easy fly for the first out. Stevens holds it first. And that'll bring up Dangerfield. 2 for 3 today in tense. 2 singles on the plate for Dangerfield despite being injured. Cutter down and in on the first pitch inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer up and away. Line to third. Right at Gould to make the catch. 2 down. Pitcher slot coming up next. AVA. 1 for 3 with a single. Still locked in. And they will let him bat as he is really in the groove here. Curveball in there at the knees on the first pitch. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in is high. 1-1. Cutter up with the letters. Popped up by Von Asen to right. Nail coming in a few steps. He's there. Easy fly for Dale. He'll make the catch, and that's going to end the inning as we strand the runner at first to the 8th. It's still 2-2. Nail leading off, then Hart and Gould. Let's see what they do with the injured McStevens. Will they leave him in? Dale Nail leading off. He's batting 1 for 2 on the year from the Moonstars with an RBI in the season. First to bat here is a heater. They will leave McStevens in. He'll play his backup position of shortstop despite being hurt. And they will move Bobby Bash, who was at shortstop, over to second. Von Asen's still locked in. Heater up and in high. Ball 1 to Dale. Curveball chased in the dirt. Dribbled to the mound. Von Asen to first. Easy first out. No sweat. Next up, Hank Hart. He's locked in. He's doubled and singled. He's also scored a run. 2 for 3 today. Locked in currently. Doubled last time at the plate. Heater up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball away. Skied by Hart to right center. Looking for the gap. That's going to hang up, though. Dangerfield over. Makes the catch for the second out. Next up is Gould. 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Grounded out to first last time up. Fastball down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball middle of the plate line, back up the middle, base hit for Gould. His second hit today, he's 2 for 4. And that 2-out single will keep the inning alive for Golden. Caleb singled in a run last time up, he's 1 for 3. Back to neutral mojo after that hit, and RBI. Heater up and away high, ball 1. Curveball away, line back up the middle, and Golden has a base hit. He's 2 for 2 now, or 2 for 4. That's two out hits here for the Heaters. 2 on for Mashed Taters, who's 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. Von Asen still locked in. 2 on, 2 down. Max pressure situation. Curveball's outside, ball 1. Changeup inside is Chase. Bad pitch to swing at. Fouled off, thankfully. 1-1. Fastball up. Late on it. 1-2. Slide it down on the way back to Von Asen. He'll field it cleanly to first, and that ends the inning as he gets out of the jam. Taters 0 for 4. Going to the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 2. Sandberg, Whitaker, and Often do up. Yago's down after 2 innings as she is gassed. Gives up 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. Good pitching for Gemma. Sandberg leading off, 2 for 4 with a homer, single, and an RBI. We're going to sub off Yago here with the double switch because she's due to lead off next inning. We're going to go to the rookie Romeo Garner as we take Taters out and bring Dimples Burnside into play. First base. Romeo Garner, the rookie, making his fourth appearance on the year. No record, a 5.40 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. 3 earned runs given up in 3 appearances, totaling 5 innings. 4 hits surrendered with 2 walks, 2 homers, 6 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .211. First pitch from the rookie, fastball up, fouled off by Sandberg, 0-1. Out of play on the left side. Curveball away. Grounded up the middle, seeing eye single for Sandberg as he'll be on to start the inning. He's 3 for 5 today. Now batting over 200. Whitaker up next, 1 for 4 with a single. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Low, ball 1, just missed the knees. Cutter up and away. Fouled off by Whitaker, 1-1. Four-seamer middle in. Inside, 2-1. Curveball away. Fouled off, 2-2. Cutter away. Lined into right center. That hung in the middle of the plate. That'll be extra bases for Whitaker, as Nail will eventually get to it. Gets it into the cutoff man. Sandberg coming around. He's going to score on the double. Platypi lead 3-2 in the 8th. Yep, sounds about right. Often up next, 1 for 1. He's walked his last 3 times at the plate. He's also singled. Fastball down low, ball 1. Curveball down, fouled off, 1-1. Cutter up and in, strike called, caught the corner, nice pitch, 1-2. Slider down and in, low and inside, 2-2, good pitch. Fastball up, popped up, foul on the third base side, Gould over for it, behind the bag, makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Studwick, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles, RBI man active for Muffin though. 0 for 2 today with that active. Fastball down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Curveball up and away, foul back, 1-1. Cutter away, check, swing, outside, 2-1. Slider down, fouled off, 2-2. Four-seamer up and in, fouled off, we'll do it again, still 2-2. Curveball up and away, blooper to center off the end of the bat, Lawson back a step, barely moves, makes the catch, 2 down. Still an RBI chance here in the inning. Here is Lee, 0 for 4 today. Still looking for her first hit. Four-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away. That's outside, 1-1. The ball up. Popped up to right. Nail over a step, calling for it. Fly ball coming in. Easy sky ball for Nail, and that ends the inning as Garner does give up the lead, though, on the RBI double by Whitaker. 3-2 to the 9th. Von Asen going for a complete game. Burnside, Pollard, and Lawson do up. Leading off is first baseman Dimples Burnside. He's hitless on the season, 0 for 1 as a batter. Second time he's at the plate this season. Trying to start it against Von Asen here. Fastball inside, caught the corner, 0-1. Fastball up, chopped at the middle. Base hit for Burnside as that's his first hit of the season. That seeing eye single bleeds its way into center. Tying one on base for the Heaters here in the 9th. Next up is Pollard, 1 for 3 with a single. Singled last time at the plate. Heater high in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and in, lined at the middle. Over the diving McStevens' glove into left center. Going for third is Burnside. He will be thrown out, but Pollard advances to second, making it a double. Tying run in scoring position for Lawson. He's 0 for 3. Rookie looking for his first hit here. Slider inside. Strike called. 0-1 as Von Asen no longer locked in. Fastball inside. Bloop to left center field. That is going to dip in for a hit, and that is going to tie the game as Pollard scores. RBI to Lawson. It is 3-all. Go ahead runner first for the Heaters. 1 down for Jarvis. 1 for 3 with a single. Von Asen staying out there. Runner goes on the first pitch. Heater up and in. Strike called. Throw down. Late. Stolen base for Lawson. Nolan's, I believe, second of his career. Yep, he is 2 for 2. Tying run at scoring position. A 1 count to Jarvis. 1 down in the inning. Curveball away. Skied to left center off the end of the bat. Studwick over. He'll call off Dangerfield to make the catch. 2 down. Good decision. Studwick is a much better fielder. Next up, Dale Nail, 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher last time up. Big spot. Go ahead run at second. 2 down. In the 9th. 3-all. Change up low from Von Asen. Ball 1. Slider check swing inside. 1-1. Curveball down and then ripped by Nail to right field on the line, but it's right at Whitaker, and that ends the inning. Bottom 9, we're tied at 3. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Platypi here. McStevens, Bash, and Dangerfield looking to win it. There's McStevens, 1 for 1 with a single, still injured. Fastball up on the first pitch, line to right, right at Nail. He doesn't even have to move. 1 down. Next up, Bash, 1 for 3 with a single walk and an RBI. Curveball down and in, line to short. Pollard picks it off the dirt. 2 down. Next up, Dangerfield, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Center up and in, strike called. 0-1. Cutter down and away, outside. 1-1. Fastball outside, misses. 2-1. Curveball down and in. Dangerfield fouls it back. 2-2. Cutter up and in. Ripped foul. We'll do it again. Out of play. Four-seamer up and in. Blooper to left center. Pollard leaps, makes the nice catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 as we head to the 10th again. We're tied at 3. Third extra inning game of the year for the Heaters. We're 0-2 in contests of this nature. Let's see if we can turn our luck around. Top of the lineup up. Hart leading off, 2 for 4, double and a single. Von Asen stays in to start the 10th. Interesting. Right down the middle. I should have swung. 0-1. Chased it in the dirt. 0-2. Change it down and in, pulled foul. Still 0-2. Slider away, chase, dribbled to short, charging McStevens. He'll barehand it, fire to first, just in time to get Hart. 1 down. Cooled up next, 2 for 4, double single and an RBI today for Jesus. 100th pitch coming in here from Von Asen. Heater in there at the letters inside. 0-1. Slider inside, bloop to short. Easy catch for McStevens. 2 down. Base is empty for Golden. 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI today. Change up inside, misses. Ball 1. Heater in the dirt, bounces. 2-0 to count to Golden. Fastball up and away, fouled off. 2-1, out of play. Do it again. Change up inside, pulled behind the plate, foul. 2-2. Slider up and in, line to first, backhanded by Miss Sandbrick. 1-2-3 inning for Von Asen as he is through the 10th. Bottom 10, we're tied at 3. He'll lead off, means a pinch hitter. Sandbrick and Whitaker. Here's Von Asen, and here's the pinch hitter. It is Nelson Schultz, the catcher. Hitless on the air. Powers righty active here against Garner. Curveball up and in. The first pitch, strike called. 0-1. Slider down in the way is low. 1-1. Cutter away. Fouled off. 1-2. Four-seamer inside, misses. 2-2. Cutter down in the way. Outside. 3-2. Four-seamer inside. Chopped to short, charging is Pollard. He'll barehand to first. 1 down. Next up is Sandbrick, 3 for 5. Homer, 2 singles and an RBI today. Ball away. Fouled off. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Chased it. 0-2. Cutter away. Popped up behind the plate. Hart giving chase. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Whitaker. 2 for 5 with a double single and an RBI today. Doubled in a run last time up against Garner. Curve cutter down and in low. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Low on the check swing. 2-0. Curveball down and in. Strike call floating in there. 2-1. Cutter down. Chop to the mound. Garner backhands it cleanly to first. 1-2-3 inning for Garner as he's through the 10th. To the 11th. Coming out of the bullpen for the Platypi, it is Meet Commonly, who was just signed. To the 11th, we're tied at 3. Garner, Burnside, and Pollard due up. Garner leading off will pinch hit for the pitcher. Good 3 innings of relief work for him, only giving up a run. Coming off the bench will be Jax Trevino to pinch hit, the third baseman. And looking at Commonly's numbers on the year, he has no record, 1 appearance on the year, giving up 2 earned runs, a 27 ERA, 6 whips, 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits and a walk. Batting average against 600 on the year. Currently 10th, facing Trevino, batting .294 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Heater up and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball inside is chased, 0-2. Fastball up, chopped in front of the plate, fair ball for Ofton. He'll fire to first, 1 down. Next up is Burnside. He's singled. He's 1 for 1. Heater up and away high. Ball 1. Fastball middle of the plate. Lined at the middle. Base hit for Burnside as that gets through into center. He's 2 for 2 today off the bench, and he'll be on with 1 down in the 11th. Representing the go-ahead run, Pollard up next. 2 for 4 with a double and a single. He's also scored a run. Fastball at the knees. Driven by Pollard to right field. Hit well. Going back to the wall is Whitaker. It's off the fence! Fireball coming at you as it bounces off the top of the wall. Pollard used the low wall to his advantage and dumped it over. His second homer of the year, and the Heaters take the lead. It is 5-3. Attaboy, Jamie. Finally something broke our way. Lawson up next, 1 for 4 RBI single last time up, and that'll do it for Commonly. He gets an out and then gets replaced after the homer. Zara Baron, the long reliever, coming out of the bullpen. Baron 0-1. She has a 5.06 ERA and a 150 whip. 7 runs given up, 6 earned in 8 appearances, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 15 hits surrendered, a homer, a hit batsman, a wild pitch, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and a .313 batting average against. Slider away on the first pitch to Lawson, grounded in the hole into left field. Base hit for Lawson, his second hit today. He's 2 for 5. Speedster on at first. Next up Jarvis, 1 for 4 with a single. Pick off the first. They knew he was going. Sandberg throws out. Lawson, he's now 1 for 2 on steals today, 2 for 3 on the year. 2 down, bases empty for Jarvis. Fastball at the knees, lined at the middle, diving as McStevens to cut it off, gets up and fires. Just in time to get Jarvis, that ends the inning. Good diving play by the injured shortstop. Coming off the bench, coming out of the bullpen to try and get the save is going to be Tats Balfour. He's the best I have left. Bottom 11, we're up 5-3. Hard of the lineup up, though, for the Platypi, Often, Studwick, and Lee. Leading off Jock Often, 1 for 2. He's singled and walked 3 times today, facing Balfour. Tats making his second appearance in his second straight game. He came in to end the game against the Jacks last episode. He threw 2 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, a 9 ERA, and a 250 whip, 4 hits, and 1 walk given up. Batting average against .444 for Tats. Fastball at the knees on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider inside, misses, 1-1 as that backs him off the plate. Curveball away. Lined up the middle over the leaping Pollard's glove, base hit for Jacques. Leadoff man on for Studwick. None down. Muffin 2 for 5 today with 2 singles. First pitch curveball down in the way. Check swing in the dirt. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Foul back. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Inside in the dirt. 2-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Fouled off. 2-2. Slider up and in. Way inside. 3-2. Balk prone active for Balfour. Four-seamer down in the way. Grounded at the first baseline. Fair ball under the diving Burnside's glove into the corner. Studwick thought about second, but he'll hold it first. Tying run at first. Runner at third. None down in the inning. Here's Lee, 0 for 5. For about the knees on the first pitch. Grounded at the middle. Golden dives, cuts it off. Flips the second one. Pollard back to first. Late on the fielder's choice. RBI, though, for Lee. 5-4 the score. 1 down. Here's McStevens, 1 for 2 with a single. Blew out the right last time up. Slider at the knees on the first pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Ball down and in. Strike 3 called at the knees. First punch out of the air for Balfour. 2 down. Last chance is Bash. 1 for 4. Single walk and an RBI. Tying run at first for the Platypi here in the 11th. Fastball way low. Ball 1. Curveball down and in. Swung through it. Whiffed by Bash. 1-2. Or 1-1. Slider down in the way is low. 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chopped up the middle. Golden over on the backhand. Fields it cleanly to first. In time. And the Heaters finally win their second game of the year as we defeat the defending champ Platypi 5-4 in 11 innings. You love to see it. Nice job, guys. That was a hard-fought victory. I thought we were going to lose there after that 8th inning run, but we fought, we stuck in it, and we got it done. And something bounced our way finally on Pollard's homer in the 11th. You love to see it. RBIs today. Gould had an RBI double back in the 5th inning, I believe. Golden had an RBI single there in the middle innings as well. Gould's double was actually in the 3rd inning. Pollard had the 2-run homer there in the 11th to win it, and Lawson had the RBI single in the 9th to tie it. Hitless today were Taters, Biggs, as well as Turnburner and Nail. On the other side for the Platypi, hitless today were Lee and Benicio, as well as Schultz. RBI, solo home run for Scooter Sambrick to start the game. Whitaker had an RBI double there in the 8th inning. Lee had an RBI fielder's choice ground out in the 11th, and Bash had an RBI single back in the middle innings. Pitching lines, Turnburner only 5 innings today, gets a no decision. Win goes to Romeo Garner, the rookie, first of his career. 3 innings, 2 hits, and earned run given up. Balfour gets his first save of the year, going an inning, giving up 2 hits, and earned run, and a strikeout. And on the other side, Meek Commonly will take the loss after a third of an inning, giving up 2 earned runs on a homer and 2 hits. Von Asen goes 10 innings and still gets a no decision. Tough luck for the Ace. Player of the game is Jamie Pollard for the game-winning homer, followed by Von Asen with his 10 innings pitched, and then Scooter Sambrick with his 3-hit day with a homer at the top of the lineup for the Platypi. Not bad. Good win today. Good win. We needed that. We're now 2-8 on the year. Or 2-7. I can't count. That's right. This is only game 9. All right. Let's have a look. Looking around the league here real quick. Garner gets +1 speed on a random roll. Good for him. Lackey Luster is off the Moonstars, replaced by second baseman Gina Torrens, former B-Wolves player. And Seymour Sox is picked up by the Freebooters as they replace center fielder Ivan Ward. There is a bench outfielder. Interesting. I've noticed a couple of my starred guys are now a little bit under-leveled now, so I'm going to unstar them because no point in keeping them on the roster if they're going to regress here, so no point in being interested in them, you know. Alright, go ahead and go to the sim up to the next game here. Might be re-signing some guys if we start winning more frequently. Alright, Blowfish crushed the Sirloins 9-2. Freebooters lose 5-4 to the Hot Corners. Tough loss there for the Boots. Moonstars beat the Sawteeth 4-1. Nice pitcher's duel. Nemesis hold off the Wideloads, winning 5-4. Grapplers beat the Buzzards easily, 11-6. Crocs win in 10 over the Jacks, 5-4. Moose win in 10, 4-3 over the Wild Pigs. And in the final game, Herbisaurs shut out the Sandcats 5-0. 3-team race there in the Beast Division. Nice. Moonstars catching up to the Sawtooth, who've lost 3 of their last 4. We're still 6 games out of first, as the B-Wolves did not play today. Grapplers, I believe, won, and the Wideloads lost. And then the Overdogs didn't play, but they still got a half-game lead on the Nemesis, who did win, followed by the Crocs and Buzzards. Buzzards lost, Crocs won, and Jacks lost, it looks like. Alrighty, next episode we are taking on the Overdogs. We'll preview that matchup in a second. Let's do player development here real quick. Too high of a chance at RBI dud, too high of a chance at RBI dud. Not worried about the bad jumps here, I might get this. Too high of a chance at RBI dud. Good chance to lose walk prone. I like this one. This is the one we want right here. This is the one right here. Oh, we put the money into this one. We'll get this one for Garner next time. But you got to take this shot. Got to take this shot. Got to get rid of that walk prone for Peterson. That would be amazing. +1 fielding to 30, down 4 velocity to 61. Gets the small junk roll up to 56, which is fine. Does not lose walk prone. That was the best chance you're ever going to get to get rid of it, unfortunately. But he is up to a B+ now. Had we gotten rid of it, he probably would be an A-. Alrighty, and here's the pitching matchup for next episode. We'll send rookie Carmelo Peterson to the hill, 1-0 with an 0.75 ERA and a 1.67 whip. And on the mound for the Overdogs, it is their ace, Chug Burbany, who comes over from the Wideloads in his 3rd season. First 2 years were with the Wideloads. No record, a 4.50 ERA and a 1.25 whip. Overdogs come in at 5-3. We come in at 2-7. Overdogs are the division leaders in their division. And lineup will send out. Hank Hart leads off again at the catching position, followed by Jesus Gould at 3rd. Golden in at second base, batting third. Taters batting fourth at first base. Batting fifth, left fielder Buster Biggs. Batting sixth, shortstop Jamie Pollard. Batting seventh, right fielder Dax Jarvis. Batting eighth, rookie center fielder Nolan Lawson. And batting ninth will be the rookie pitcher Carmelo Peterson. I also noticed that Everett Nash was supposed to go up by 1 health here after resting today, but it did not work, so he is still suffering for a 2-bar injury on that groin injury. So Hank Hart might have to play for another game after this because of that. We'll keep an eye on that after the end of next episode, see if they give us the extra bar they missed today. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. Big win today in extra innings. We win in 11 over the defending champion Platypi, 5-4, as we got a bounce home run in the 11th inning off of Jamie Pollard's bat to seal the deal. And then we held him off in the bottom half, almost blowing the lead. But hey, we got out of it, and that's what matters. We're now 2-7 on the year. Not a threat to make the playoffs right now, but if we start winning games, look out. We could be a juggernaut that teams don't want to face moving forward. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is in the description below, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a great day, everybody.